Chromakopia, Tyler the Creator, dropped last Monday. He went number 1, selling 300K copies.
It dropped on Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wow, it's been a week.
Monday morning.
Fuck. I didn't even realize it's been a week already.
It's been a week since it came out. It dropped Monday at 6 in the morning. We've had a week to sit with it. I've listened to it, I think, 3 times now. How many times have you listened to it? Same?
Oh, like, probably a couple. Probably the same, yeah.
Okay. And
probably more, actually.
we are diving in to our full review of the album. We have a lot of time to sit with it. Very good project. I'll open with that. It was a very good album. As someone who's not, like, the biggest Tyler Creator fan, I thoroughly enjoyed the project. And not the biggest Tyler Creator fan because I don't like his music. I'm just listening to a lot of music. It's not really, like... It's just, like, one of those artists where I just, like, haven't taken the time. Yeah. So, but we are going to rate... This is our 4th album of the day that we're rating. I don't know when these are going to get uploaded. This one might be up today on Monday. Might be up Friday. I don't know. But we do have our grading criteria. Malachi, what is our grading criteria?
Every section is graded out of 100. And it's would be an average score between 2. So we'll say our scores individually, because obviously we don't think the same thing about it. Our music is a little different.
It's a hive mind, bro.
We don't have the same thoughts of the album, so we kind of like grade it on a curve, like just combine it. And then we'll just reduce it out of 10. So if it's like 80 out of 100, just 8 point out of 10. And then so the first category is artist performance, which is the artist's ability like across their own album, like just their rapping, their like technical skills with regarding rapping, flows, bars, and that's what like artist performance kind of is, like how the artist himself they do on the album. Then we get production, which it's not just beat selection or how like the beats. It's also like kind of like the curation of the album, the sequencing, the feature selection, and all the technical aspects outside of the artist rapping. That's how we kind of grade production. Features. I mean, we got like how well the features do on the album. If there were too many, did the album need more features? And obviously, if there's no like tangible features, like we're not gonna like rank it. We'll just say not applicable. And then we got the replayability, which is like the most objective category. It's the amount of songs we liked divided by the number of songs in the track list, and that would give us a number. So let's say if there's like 10 songs, or sorry, if there's 10 songs we liked 8, then it's 80%. Yep. So and you might give it a little boost here and there depending on like what counts like song you didn't like, you know what I mean? So and then the last one is the album cover. How cool is the album cover? But also not just the album cover, the album rollout kind of involved in that as well. How that kind of like fits, like if they're able to capture like the atmosphere, what the album's trying to like emulate. Just the album cover, but also the rollout. You see like with Utopia how that kind of like the album cover and then also the raw kind of like capture like an aesthetic that was on the music was trying to portray. Like, that's like an example of that. So we'll start with so what were your thoughts?
Overall, I enjoyed the album. I thought it was pretty consistent throughout. 53 minutes was not long again. Yeah. Again, when your album says over an hour, like well over an hour, it's already daunting. You don't want to give people like fuck, that's long as hell. Yeah. It dropped Monday morning, which is instead of like Thursday night, which is cool. I actually like that because you listen to it throughout the week. It makes more sense. Let's get into the artist performance. So I gave Tyler the Creator an 85 out of 100. Pretty high. But I just like the amount of vocal inflections and like auto-crooning he used. He was rapping pretty well, singing pretty decent. We already know he's good at singing from albums like Igor. We know he can rap pretty well from the other like verses and songs he's had. Just overall good. I like sometimes he's singing or rapping, you don't even know it's him. It's just like some voice modulation he's using. His flows were not anything too crazy. His bars weren't anything too crazy. It was more like the subject matter for me, and that's why I enjoyed it. It was pretty high, I know, but I just like the kind of the variations he used. And it's not like it was like all the variations. Like none of them are like shit. Like some rappers experiment, just trash. So this was a good experimentation from my end.
If that's high, I gave his art force a 93.
Oh fuck! Yeah. You were higher than me. When you looked at me, I thought you gave it a lower rating.
No.
93. Wow, that's high.
It was incredible. Like that.
Yeah, it was good.
Tyler, himself on this album was beautiful.
I agree.
His ability to like kind of like he had like his rapping ability pretty good. Like you said, the flows weren't anything crazy, but it was also just like how each song I think captured a different kind of like emotion. You know what I mean? Like you did such a good job of that. Like there was a couple tracks that we'll get into, but like fuck, like I was blown away by some of these tracks. Like with how he was able to kind of like almost like make me almost feel what he felt.
Exactly.
At times, you know what I mean?
This album is super introspective.
It's probably his deepest project.
Yeah.
Like I was really thinking about it. I was like, okay, Cherry Bomb was pretty deep, but like he didn't really go too heavy into like his personal trauma and stuff like that. Cherry Bomb, like, oh, not Cherry Bomb, like I mentioned that. Flower Boy was more like, he didn't really have that much. It was a very good album, but it wasn't like super introspective.
Yeah.
Then you get like, even like his album last year, or well, I guess, well, it was last year, Call Me If You Get Lost. It wasn't like, there were some tracks that were very deep and stretched, but like, a lot of it was kind of more upbeat, and like, this was like, definitely Tyler's like, he was really digging deep, and and I really liked it.
It's always easy to.
Yeah.
I think that's why I get such a high rating.
Yeah.
So for the next category, I also liked in terms of like there was, what was the song? What was it? Tomorrow. It's my favorite song on the album. I thought it was like very introspective. I liked how he was talking how like he has all this money and fame, but like he's low key jealous of like people that just have like a wife and kids, because it's like the simple life sometimes, you know. I enjoyed that song a lot. It's like really puts it into perspective, like the money and the fame, like, is it better than just living like a nice comfortable life with like a wife and like children who love you? You know what I mean? Because he was talking about like these guys are posting pictures of other babies and stuff, but like all I had was like my Ferrari, stuff like that. Was like it was cool. Yeah. So that's why the performance was. Production, oh my god, amazingly produced album. I also gave it an 85. I thought it matched the artist's performance as well. All the beats were good. The only beat I didn't really love was "Thought I Was Dead." I thought it was too abrasive for me.
I love beats like that. I love like the I don't know how you would call it, like
abstract, abrasive, kind of
like almost like I don't want to say grungy's not the right word, but like
yeah, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, like I don't know, I love beats like that.
It's really like off kiltered.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like, I love off kiltered beats.
That's why I didn't like it. I'm not really a fan of beats like that. Yeah. Like the only time I like kind of came around on beats like that was like Modern Jam by Travis. Even when I first heard that beat, I didn't really like it. I actually listened to it a few times, so like maybe the same thing will happen with this. But another thing with that, maybe we'll get into it with the features. But sorry, what did you give production?
Well, same as you, 85 out of 100.
Yeah, it was great.
It was good.
All the beats were good. Production was elite, man. It was great. And I know he produced the entire thing himself, so
yeah, he's
kind of like, I feel like he's like Kanye in that way.
A lot of people say that, like, and it's, he's like kind of like Kanye in like the sense of like how he makes albums, like he's like, he likes to kind of
super thorough
everything with like
and super thorough, like
and a decent enough rap ability too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing too, right? Like nobody puts Kanye West like a top 5 rapper, but he's like
he's good,
top 5 in everything else.
Yeah, he's good at everything.
Yeah,
he's kind of
I think Tyler, like, man, if he does another project like this, like people are already saying it's like cemented. I don't know cemented where, but.
If he does another project where
I think an issue
like Ghost that like
I think an issue is like you can I think a main issue I have, you have to take every artist when you're putting them in these high tiers, you have to take their whole catalog in totality.
Yeah.
I think people might start to ignore his like really old projects, which they're not good. I'm sorry, they're not good. But hey man, if he drops another album, that's an insane run from Igor to Call Me to this album. Even Flower Boy and what's for Flower Boy?
Flower Boy, Cherry Bomb,
like those are decent albums.
Yeah. I forgot about Wolf. Sorry. Well,
Wolf, right.
Wolf came out 2013, I believe. So it would have been Wolf, then Cherry Bomb, then Flower Boy, and then Igor.
If you especially look at that Flower Boy to now run, that's an insane run. Yeah. That's very good. So
like the artistry. We talked about like his growth as an artist and like that kind of like those artists from like the Odd Future era, like how much they've changed.
Evolution's crazy. It's motherfuckers didn't get that Frank Ocean feature though. It's real sad.
Motherfuckers still want Tyler to be old Tyler. It's like, bro, are you okay?
Like, you saw what he was saying.
Music, but like not even just like
he was doing some crazy shit on this album too.
Yeah, but like just look at the music. Like it's better music.
Yeah, straight up.
Straight up better music.
But motherfuckers that live in trash. Yeah. Lives in a booty butthole. Anyway, features. Go for it.
All right. So for the features, I gave it a 75 out of 100.
Yeah.
They were good. I don't think there were. I can't. There was one feature. I think Doechie's feature on what was the song called?
Balloon.
Yes, I love that feature. Doechie's one of my favorite artists.
Doechie's climbing for you, bro.
What?
Like climbing your rankings.
Oh yeah. I just started listening to her, and like now like she's like one of my favorite artists now.
It was a decent feature.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Like it was like probably my favorite feature on the album, to be honest. I mean, Daniel Caesar did his thing on some of like the choruses and stuff.
But he didn't do much.
But it wasn't like anything like spectacular. But and the Lil Wayne and Sexy Red.
Okay, I'll get into that. So features was I think the worst part of the album.
Okay.
For sure. I don't think they really did much. Like Schoolboy Q's feature was okay. Mm-hmm. A gripe I had with Sticky. Number one, Sexy Red sucks. I just don't love her music. The Lil Wayne verse was good, and then it just kind of ended.
Yeah, that's how
the album. That song was too short to have 4 people.
I literally was like, "Whoa, was that Lil Wayne?"
I was like, "Yo, he's kind of spinning," and then it chorus.
No, as I'm like, "Oh, is that Lil Wayne?" It ended. I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Okay."
That Glorilla verse was 4 bars. It was nothing, and also the song isn't good. Yeah, it's not a good song.
It's not the worst song ever, but like it's not
great.
It's definitely a low light of the album. To be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I thought like Tiesto Touchdown was cool, but he doesn't really do much. Like you said, Daniel Caesar was doing choruses, but like whatever.
That's cool.
My argument was you take all the features away, the album's the same.
Album's still good.
It's like the same.
Yeah. Tyler, like I feel like you genuinely, maybe aside from like Sticky, where like because there was 2 features on that, right? 3. So maybe it's like because like that track was kind of like more carried by like the track stuff was carried by the features.
Yeah.
But like you could have Tyler doing like the chord, like what Dan Caesar did. You could have, and like it would be just as good.
That's what I'm saying.
So the features didn't really add much, but I thought like overall
they're fine. But it's like
Doja's feature.
This is the first time I've listened to an album, and I thought the features weren't necessary.
Yeah, I like Doja's feature, but other than that, like that, I felt like that fit the vibe of that track specifically.
Yeah,
it made perfect sense. I was like,
I was also like they cut a Cardi feature from.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was dead.
Yeah.
I
think a Cardi feature would have fit pretty.
Yeah, and like that, I think the thing is like I listen to it, I'm like it's fine, but like even if you did cut it, like it doesn't make a difference. Mm. Like the feature should be so good, it needs to be there.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like that was what was happening, unfortunately. But it's just cool to have like guys like Lil Wayne and Doechii and.
I mean, Lil Wayne's been on like I think 3 or 4 of his projects now.
Yeah.
I just realized he's been on like every album since Flower Boy or since Cherry Bomb. Fuck.
You're right. Actually,
that's insane.
Now we have the replayability. Go for it.
Replayability, we got a 79 out of 100.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that means you like 2 more songs than me, maybe. I get her 72 just because I don't like Thought I Was Dead, and I think the intro is okay. It's not really nothing crazy. I'll say Chroma, and then
I actually really like Say Chroma.
And then Sticky's a skip for me. Unfortunately, that's why it was probably a little lower. But good album, man. Not like hella replayable.
Yeah,
you can run that track front to back, and there wouldn't be that many dull points.
Man, some of these like Take Your Mask Off is an immaculate song, man. I love that song. But like I said, like the chorus is cool, but Tyler's verse is
That's what I'm saying. That was my biggest gripe.
And there's one thing I do want to talk about that for anyone that's familiar with like his older music, like Wolf. He has a song called Answer where he talks about his relationship, his lack thereof relationship with his father, and like he basically is like his never met his father, whatever, never part of that. He's like mad. It's kind of like the stage of grief for like anger. Yeah. He's like angry, right? On Answer, he's very angry. Like he's like, but he's then he's also kind of like, if I were to call, would you answer, right? Well, that's the whole point of the song. It's a really sad song, but like Tyler's like angry, so like you don't even like it's But then you get the song Like Him on this album where it's like I think about 11 years later, he finds out the truth of everything that happened. Where essentially his dad wanted to be a part of his life, but his mom was like didn't allow him to be.
Could you imagine finding that out?
That's like it's like you had Answer where he's like, fuck you, you don't want to be part of my life. 11 years later, he's like, oh well, actually I want to be part of your life. It just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah,
I couldn't.
And I was talking like Tomorrow where he's like in the beginning, like his mom's talking about how he wants him to have kids and stuff, and he's like wrestling with like should I bring a kid into my life? But like I see all these people that are having kids and it low-key makes me jealous. But he's also like, but I have all this money and fame and stuff. Like, why am I jealous of these people? Right?
This is why I think this might be Tyler's deepest album.
It's very good. Very good.
His ability to kind of like talk about these things and like kind of make you, I don't know if they feel bad for him, but like almost like you like damn, you know what I mean? Like Tyler, like this guy he's insanely successful.
Yep.
Insanely successful. One of the most successful people ever. Mm-hmm. But you're kind of like damn, like he's just like me. Like,
it's interesting to get into the mind of like people that are just way more powerful and richer than you.
Yeah. And
like how they like the thoughts they have and stuff like that. So
things that like affect them. Like
exactly.
Because listening to this album, you kind of realize like some of the things I've struggled with. Tyler is going through that.
And this motherfucker got way more money than me.
Same things, and he's way more successful.
Yeah.
But he's having the same struggle.
Yeah, I think it puts everyone on the same like playing field.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It gives you like a view that like we're all like we're all humans.
We're all the same. Like doesn't matter how much money you have, how successful you are, how much like how if you have kids, like if you don't, we're all like the same. Exactly. So for cover and rollout, I give it a 65 out of 100. I thought the rollout was short, but it was cool.
Like all like the Billboard's just like a classic album rollout thing. Everyone fucking does it. Then he had like that show before at SoFi, I think, in LA, which was also I like when artists do that as well. And the cover's cool. Like, it's okay.
I gave it a 77.
Okay, fair enough.
It was cool. Nothing.
Yeah, the cover was cool. Like it does kind of fit it because he's taking his mask off.
Yeah.
And like that's like what he's doing throughout the album.
I was like, yo, that's actually a really cool like subtle like hint of what like the album.
He's like taking the mask off to like really dive deep. So like it was cool. It's nothing crazy though. Like it's not that. It's just a photo.
But I also do think the rollout played a part. And I know like the rollout wasn't like he kind of just like dropped.
He always does that though.
But
it's like a week long rollout.
But like I like that.
Yeah.
And it kind of
some people can do the long ones. Some people cannot do the long ones, and some people it's like just give me a short one, drop it.
And I do think it's interesting because Tyler's historically only dropped on odd years.
Yeah.
But then this year,
so
I was really confused about that earlier. Remember?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, isn't
dropping this year?
But then isn't Tyler dropping?
Bro, look, he heard you, bro.
No, you were like, no. I was like, isn't Tyler dropping this year? He's like, wait, yeah, it's an odd year. You're like, no, it's 2024.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, but he low key dropped, so I was low key right.
You were right for the wrong reasons.
I was right.
It's like in a math question when you got the right answer, but like you just fucked up. Somehow you got the right answer. But overall, I gave the album a 7.3 out of 10.
7.3. Well, overall, I got 8.2 out of 10.
Is that our biggest discrepancy today? That's one whole point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's one whole. So we're at like a 7.7 ish.
I think the West Again I was saying too because I was.
No, mine. We were closer.
We were closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, 7.3 for Malachi. You said 8.2. Great album. Definitely listen to it. It was a great weekend for music. This is the last one we're recording, so that's why we already did Uzi's album. We did both the West Side Guns Project and we did Freddie Gibbs' album. Yeah, so make sure you check those videos out. I don't know if they're gonna be out. They might be out over the next week. Mm-hmm. But we've been here for like 2 hours. So we hope you guys enjoyed the reviews. Let us know if you guys liked the album. Did you not like the album? Are you a Taylor Swift fan and you hated the album? That's been a debate on Twitter like the past few days. Yeah, he's like screenshotting his old lyrics and tweets and stuff. And then Tyler was at like he's doing like mini shows. He was like, I don't care what the Swifties think, which just added fuel to the fire because they're the craziest fans in music. But anyway, if you guys like the album, let us know. If you didn't like it, let us know. If you liked the review, let us know. If you guys like us, let us know. If you hate us, don't let us know. Oh. No, I don't want to know.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be cyberbullied.
Don't let us. If you hate us, don't.
Actually, DM Malachi and say some crazy shit.
You like hate crime me. It's okay.
What?
No, don't hate crime me. All right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in whatever we